All right, about 2 weeks ago, I had done a local show outside of a comic book shop, a little pop swap show is what they called it, and I had a couple things left over that didn't sell at the show, so I took it to a good buddy of mine who runs a used video game and toy store in Pineville, North Carolina called Retro Reboot. And I remember seeing on his Facebook page a few days earlier that somebody had come in and traded in some Turbo stuff, Neo Geo CDs in the box, just some stuff that you don't normally see at your local game store if you are lucky to have something like that in your area. And so anyhow, I had a boxed Mask Boulder Hill playset that I loved. It was very cool. I'm glad I finally got to see what it was like in first person, but the thing is just so stinking big, and with everything that I have, didn't have room for it. So took it by there and thought he would have some interest, and lo and behold, out of the corner of my eye while we were sitting there talking, in his display case I saw a Turbo Express sitting in the top. I had a PC Engine GT years and years ago and kicked myself for ever selling it. So I figured, let me see what he wants for it. I figured it would probably be out of my price range, but never hurts to ask. And he informed me that he was only asking $90 for it. However, it was in non-working condition. They put new batteries in it, but couldn't seem to get it to work. Said that everything else that the guy brought in, including that Neo Geo, was in pristine shape. However, they just couldn't get this to work. So we worked out a deal for the Boulder Hill and another transformer that I actually had in my car that didn't sell at the show, and ended up walking out the door with a non-working Turbo Express for the low price of 10 bucks. Got it home, plugged in 6 new AA batteries, and loaded it up, and nothing. The screen lit up, but no sound or anything like that. Well, I had heard through the years, being a part of the retro game community, that that some of the turbo stuff, the capacitors would die out, and it was a fairly simple fix. However, I have no talent when it comes to soldering or electronics or anything for that matter. So I went over to a couple different retro game pages on Facebook, found a guy by the name of Gil who offered to fix it for me, to recap the system. Came highly recommended. Actually, several people were able to do it, but I ended up sending it to Gil out in Oklahoma, and gosh, just about a week to the date of me mailing it, I got it back the other day, and super excited. This thing is a beast. It's not small by any means if you've never seen one in person. I mean, the thing is giant, but it's really a neat system, and to find one in the wild and not have to put much money into it at all, even the repair, is pretty darn sweet. So this is more of a thank you to Gil for helping me out. And as you can see, it plays perfect. I've not played Alien Crush in a very long time. Yes, I've got a TurboGrafx, and I've got a PC Engine core graphics with the Super CD2 ROM add-on. But there's just something about being able to hop in your bed at night, much to your wife's chagrin, and play some TurboGrafx. Now I'm able to do that again, and I really appreciate it. And next on my list is to get this back over to Retro Reboot and let Jake and his crew try it out, since he had never seen one firsthand either. So huge thanks to Retro Reboot for the hookup, as well as to Gil from Facebook for recapping the system for me. So that's about it.